Empty set. Plenty of time for Heineke. Good protection. Dumps it off for Terry McLaurin. And he's about a half a yard shy of the sticks. Fresh set of downs from the plus 48. Heineke, nice throw. And he's got a first down to DeAndre Carter. Had his first NFL touchdown reception against Denver a couple of weeks ago. Into a third and manageable with both backs. Gibson and McKissick out there. Oh, that one was through the hands of Ricky Seals-Jones, the tight end. Joey Sly kicking for his third different team. Trying to make another nice impression close to home. He went to Virginia Tech. Was an outstanding kicker with the Hokies. Played very well against Washington in the playoff game. Here's Brady underneath. Oh, that's out of the hands of Darden, and William Jackson flies in to take it away. Third and long. Heineke short of the sticks. It's caught, though, by Ricky Seals-Jones, and he advances past the line to gain. Big conversion for Washington on 3rd and 11.
Basically a rookie when it comes to starting.
2nd and 7. The pitch play was read perfectly by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he has tied Washington's largest lead of the season. Back to Fournette on 3rd down and 1, and Jonathan Allen was one of the men right in the thick of things for the Washington front. We'll do it again here, and he finds the hole. Picks up 2 yards. He's done it at a very high success rate going back to his days in New England.
Since day one in this league.
Brady rifles, bad throw. It's a 2-pick first quarter for Tom Brady, and it's Bobby McCain with the interception. 3rd down and 7. Blitz coming from Tampa, and a good throw to Gibson. Lunges past the sticks to the 35. Heineke under immediate pressure this time. Anthony Nelson will run this one as well on 3rd and 14. Winfield came on the blitz. They throw it out wide to McKissick. He's short of the sticks as Levante David. It's a 3-man rush to the sticks, and it's a first down, or no? It will be, it looks like. Showing pressure, Tampa Bay. And bringing it. Heineke well protected to the end zone. Carter, the catch, and Washington has its largest lead of the season.
They do. More urgency on the rush, Aaron. Absolutely.
And Chase Young's now back in coverage against Godwin. Oh, that's a bullet to Darden, who holds on this time, and it's a big gain for Tampa Bay. 30-yard strike. We got Collins, the old Alabama star, and Fournette, the old LSU star. There's the former Tiger into the former Crimson Tide. A first down and a game break from Carissa Thompson. And here is Brady on first down to Leonard Fournette. Twisted down by David Mayo. And a good gain of 8. Fake to Jones. Brady's got a low throw. And is it picked off? No, incomplete. Kendall Fuller nearly scooped it off the deck, but you saw the side judge come in and say it's off the ground, incomplete. Brady to Fournette. And he's got the first down. Got dragged by Jamin Davis for a moment, but it was past the line to gain. On 3rd down, off of Bernard and incomplete. Here's Ryan Suckup on for the field goal attempt. Chip shot gets Tampa Bay on the board. 2 backs with Heineke to start this series. Heineke down the middle, tipped into the hands of Carter. Jordan Whitehead got a hand on it, but that ricocheted right into the hands of Carter for 22 yards. Downhill run for Gibson, and a strong one at that. The best of the day for Washington. Inside the Tampa Bay 40-yard line, 15 yards. Heineke trying to move the chains. Underneath, Ricky Seals-Jones bouncing off tackles, seemingly has the first down. They got the jump.
This is where they play coverage a lot, where they play zone a lot.
They will right here, coverage. A lot of time for Heineke, not a lot of windows. He finds Seals-Jones, and Levante David is there for the stop to bring up fourth down. First time in 5 years that Washington has scored. They got press coverage on the outside. Brady finds a man in the middle and Godwin for a first down. Just shy of midfield. Brady has to throw quick, incomplete through the hands of Johnson. Still 2 seconds to play. Tom Brady has never converted on a Hail Mary. He's also never thrown 3 interceptions in a half. Has 2 of them today. They go short with Evans. Want to stay on his feet, but the clock will wind down for the end of the half. Oh, but first we have a penalty which would keep the half extended if it's against Washington.
Face mask. Defense, number 31.
But they get 2 field goals out of the opening stanza, and it's a 16-6 Washington lead at halftime. Screen against the blitz. A convoy in front of McKissick, a long way to go, and McKissick hit shy the 30 by Levante David, got 13 yards. Washington brings pressure. Brady incomplete for Brate. And it was Jonathan Allen in the backfield to help deter Tom Brady. Allen's had another good day.
And I think Todd does a good job, or as good a job as anybody at that.
Heineke, pocket collapsing, and Ndamukong Suh puts him down at the 1. Heineke from his own end zone looking for Carter, nearly taken away by Dean. And Shaquille Barrett got into the backfield that time to make it tougher on Taylor. Fourth down. Harrison, Brady, and Heineke going at it today. There's Godwin on the screen, finds space, has the first down, and inside the 30 and into field goal range goes Tampa Bay. You said it in the break, they're a first down away.
Get us back on track.
Brady, open man in the middle, and Fournette. Oh, and he truck sticks Cameron Curl and takes it down inside the 15-yard line. Off the fake, looking for Brate. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. First of the season for Brate. From the 29, it's a fake from Heineke. The rollout, the throw, the first down. It is complete to Dax Milne, the rookie out of BYU, his 5th career catch.
He could eat eggs off your head. He's way taller than you.
Here's Heineke. It is complete for a first down inside the 35 to John Bates. Longest reception of his career at 19 yards. First down. Antonio Gibson on the move for Washington. He picks up 12 yards to set up 3rd down and 1 for Taylor Heineke and the football team. Scott Turner, the offensive coordinator in his 2nd year. Heineke to throw, back of the end zone. Flag is thrown. Sims was the intended target. Some of the Tampa Bay players are arguing it's not catchable.
Number 30.
Trying to push forward. Still on the move. What an effort. Touchdown, Washington. Gibson would not be denied. Give it to Bernard. And it looked like he got to the line to gain. That's enough for a first down. Final play of quarter number 3. Is Brady under pressure. Shaka Toney, the rookie out of Penn State. He has been very sharp. Heineke down the middle for McLaurin. Makes the catch near the 40-yard line in front of Jamel Dean. They'll pick up 21 yards to the 39. You felt that you saw that over the course of that afternoon. 3rd down and 9 underneath. This is Dax Milne. He lost the football. A wrestle for it near the 50. There he goes. Touchdown, Mike Evans. Tampa Bay back within a score. "40-yard strike." The fumble by Milne. The punch out by David. Remember his catch at the end of the first with the penalty set up the field goal. And the extra point is no good from Suckup. Heineke. He's going to take off, and he's going to get the first down. Winfield forces him out, but it's past the sticks. Slings it out for McLaurin with blockers in front. And a first down out across the 45-yard line.
You're showing it to the defense.
Give to Gibson, and he's got another first down. We hit the 7-minute mark of this fourth quarter. It's to the left. Heineke roll to the right, and he's got John Bates. Ooh, Bates gets upended by Mike Edwards. Will mark him about a yard shy of the line to gain 3rd and short coming up.
Well, off that.
Heineke past the sticks. It is caught. Adam Humphries. Heineke on the slant for McLaurin. He takes the hit and has the first down. 3rd and goal. It's Gibson. Oh, what a play by Whitehead. He grabbed Gibson and prevented him from getting into the end zone, and everybody else rallied. 19th play of the drive is going to put the game away. Touchdown, Gibson. So they got the team out there for the 2-point conversion. They're not going to risk maybe a run back, because a run back on a 2-point conversion would make it an 8-point game, a 1-score game. So they'll just take the knee and they'll just kick it off. And how I was feeling in that game, and I remember that feeling, and I want to play like that again. Sounds like a guy who's starting to become a little bit more cognizant of how to operate in this league. So maybe a good sign of things to come for Washington.
A really good sign.
One of the bigger upsets in the NFL so far this season. Bruce Arians and Ron Rivera with the handshake at the halftime break.